very warm greetings to the assessor and everyone that will be watching this video. Today, I will begin our presentation by presenting you the question for our task assignment. From this question, you would know that Halim and Ina have the same total number of notes, 4 ringgit. Halim has an unknown number of notes for 5 ringgit and 64 notes for 1 ringgit. Meanwhile, Ina has an unknown number of notes for 5 ringgit and 104 notes for 1 ringgit. Based on this information, you would be able to produce an equation for Halim and Ina, which is Halim is 5x plus 64 equals to a total number of notes, and then Ina would be 5y plus 104 equals to a total number of notes. And we know that Halim and Ina have the same total of notes. Therefore, you could combine this equation to become 1, which is 5x plus 64 equals to 5y plus 104. The next step would be you would have to separate the unknown and the whole number into one side, which means you have to put the unknown on the left side and the whole number would be on the right side. The whole number you may proceed as usual, but the unknown would remain the same. Then your answer would be x minus y equals to 40. Now, the question is how much of a difference of notes both Halim and Ina had. Then you may drag one of the unknown into one side. It's either x or y in order to find out the difference that they had. I would drag y to the right side in order to find out how much Halim had. X will be representing a number of notes of 5 ringgit that Halim had. Therefore, x equals to y plus 40. Y will be representing a number of notes that for 5 ringgit that Ina had. Therefore, from x plus x equals to y plus 40 means that Halim has a 40 notes more than Ina for 5 ringgit.
And then to see who has more money, we subtract Ina's total from Halim's total. So we take in bracket 5x plus 64, which represent Halim, minus in bracket 5y plus 104, represent Ina. And then we expand it into 5x plus 64 minus 5y minus 104. If you notice, the symbol change because we expand from like the inner part we expand, so then the symbol change. And then we rearrange it into 5x minus 5y plus 64 minus 104. And then we simplify it. We turn it into 5 in bracket x minus y minus 40. And then from the early step, we already know that x minus y equals to 40. So we substitute that value in. Now it becomes 5 in bracket 40 multiply 40 minus 40. 5 multiply 40 equals to 200, and then minus 40, and then we get 160. So Halim has 160 ringgit more than Ina.
Next, from the question, we know that each 5 ringgit note is 0.024 grams heavier than 1 ringgit notes, which means M5 minus 5 M1 will equal to 0.024 grams. So, for Halim, total mass for his notes will be 9.45 grams. To find Halim's mass for his knots, it will be in bracket x multiplied with m5 plus with in bracket 64 multiplied with m1. The answer should be 9.45 grams. Meanwhile, to find Ina's mass for her knots, it will be in bracket y multiplied with m5 plus with in bracket 104 multiplied with m1.
Now we need to calculate the mass difference between Ina and Halim. The first step is Ina mass, which is in bracket y multiply m5 plus in bracket 104 multiply m1 minus with Halim mass, which is in bracket x multiply m5 plus in bracket 64 multiply m1. So it will be in bracket y m5 plus 104 m1 minus in bracket sm5 plus 64 m1. And then we need to remove the bracket and extend it. So it will be ym5 plus 104 m1 minus sm5 minus 64 m1. For the next step, we need to simplify ym5 minus sm5, and we also need to combine 104 m1 minus 64 m1. So it will be equal to m5 in bracket y negative x plus 40 m1. As we know, x negative y is equal to 40. So that means y minus x is equal to negative 40. Then we need to substitute negative 40 for y negative x. So it will be equal to negative 40 m5 plus 40 m1. And then we can simplify it again. So it will be equal to negative 40 in bracket m5 minus m1. m5 minus m1 is equal to 0.024. So we substitute 0.024 for m5 minus m1. And then we multiply 0.024 with negative 40. And then we will get the mass difference, which is negative 0.96. Now we can find Ina mass by using Halim mass value and mass difference value. So it will be like Ina minus 9.45 equal to negative 0.96. And then we put 9.45 to the right side, so it will be a positive number, and we combine it with negative 0.96. So Ina mass will be 8.49 gram.